Did we name this podcast?
We called it Trips and Giggles.
Oh, that's right, because I was going to say welcome back to Trips and Giggles.
Okay, I'm making sure that it's actually turned on today, which it looks like it is. I see the timer going.
Oh, you started?
I started.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Are we podcasting?
What are you doing over here?
I mom so hard started. Are we podcasting? We're podcasting.
I wanted you to be like, did I catch you at a bad time?
Did I catch you? Are you on your phone?
Have you seen that there's these very famous news reporter fails? And some of them are just, shit goes wrong in the scene. But one of them is a woman is there and she doesn't know she's on camera.
Yeah.
And she's like, "I so pale," and the girl's like, "You're online." She's like, "Later today," and what happened? It switches voices completely. "I so pale."
I've never seen that, but
oh man, that stuff's good. The whole off-camera, on-camera situation.
Yeah.
Well, with the exception of Bill O'Reilly.
Oh.
We're doing it live. Look that up, folks.
Yeah. So you were on your phone. Were you looking at messages from my mom about your car?
I text her. I'm going to tell this story. So yeah. I text her actually. I actually tried to call her when you were upstairs putting the baby or Cordy to bed, our oldest. Sorry, because I just want to say thank you. I feel like she's been calling me, your mom, back and forth about my car issues, and I've been such in the mode of being frustrated and trying to solve the problem and then just pissing money out of my ass that I haven't thanked her for doing it, because theoretically she doesn't need to do anything. I mean, she could just let my car out and rot and been like, well, not my problem, you know?
Yeah.
But she's done a lot of work to try to help out, and she doesn't need to do that, and I'm very appreciative, honestly. So I called her to say thank you, and I texted her and I said I appreciate it. And she felt really bad, but she also didn't need to now. Well, the call today was that she had taken it to the Volkswagen dealership to figure out the problem. So let me go backwards. So your mom contacted me. So let me go further back. We sold your car, right? Yes. So we decided, okay, we're going on this 6-month trip.
Yeah,
did we say this in the first episode?
I don't know. We didn't. I don't think we did.
You loved your car.
Yes.
Subaru.
Ascent.
It's
a Subaru Ascent.
Mm-hmm. Awesome car. Phenomenal resale value.
Yes.
Literally made money off the resale. I don't know how often that happens. And we had to sell it just because your monthly payment was high, and it was like, why pay?
Yeah, we were like, why pay thousands
of dollars for 7 months while we're gone.
Right.
So, yeah, and you know what? It's a car. You're going to replace the car, right?
Yes.
So you sold the car, and I was like, but I want to keep mine. And I'm going to tell you why, and I'll explain my frustration. Keep in mind, because it is the last Volkswagen diesel in the United States.
Last? There's no other Volkswagen diesels?
You don't remember this?
I mean, I know you looked for one for a long time.
I did look for one a long time, and they were really overpriced because I had one in 2007. But you don't remember why?
Oh, because of the... you have to add that blue stuff to it.
Yeah, add the blue. I go blue on my Volkswagen all the time.
Yeah.
So Volkswagen, the year when my car, which was the last year of diesels, they installed software into their cars to beat the emissions tests. So in the United States, they were doing this big campaign to sell diesel cars. Like, oh, it gets better gas mileage, you should use diesel cars. But the issue was the emission standards in the U.S., which I don't even understand why that's even a thing.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense because the U.S. just wants to screw the environment anyway. I
was like, they don't care about that. It's like, we'll help the second largest car manufacturer in the world, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, they install software in all their cars, which is kind of like, holy shit, this is like big deal level in the U.S. to make it so that when they take the emissions tests, it would change what it outputted to show lower emissions than it actually is doing.
Yeah.
So then they had to do this multi-billion-dollar recall to the whole AdBlue thing, which you're talking about, which you have to put in this other element that actually helps reduce emissions, which is a pain in the ass to do.
Yeah.
But the point is diesel cars is a good ass idea, and the U.S. is the only country that didn't get on board with this.
Yeah, I mean, we see them everywhere here.
It's way more efficient as a car from a gas mileage perspective. And yes, it has an emission standard issue, which Europe has solved, by the way. So I don't want to sell the car because I can't get that car. The thing I don't love about your car is it gets shit-ass gas mileage.
Gas mileage. We were spending $500 a month in gas.
We don't drive that far.
No.
We don't drive around. We don't commute somewhere.
Yeah.
We're not driving.
That's just driving the kids to school and activities.
And back, you know? Anyway, Point is...
Another reason we sold it, even though I really liked that car.
It's a great car. It's a great car. I liked your Forester. Subaru, if you're listening, you make great shit.
Yes.
Great resale value, well thought, incredible. The visibility.
Listen, I am a 5'0" individual. Most cars, even small cars, like right now we're driving a Toyota Corolla. I can barely see over the steering wheel.
I can't see over the steering wheel.
I can't see any of the edges of the car.
We might as well drive a damn tank. That's the visibility of this shitbag of a car.
Right. I can't, and my Subaru, I could see all the edges. I felt like I was sitting up high so I could actually see over the steering wheel. Both Subarus, awesome for short people.
I feel like there's no car like that though. Like even as a taller person, the visibility out of the windshield is incredible. Yeah. I mean, it's really, you feel safer. You get such a great wide angle of peripheral view.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Okay, we're off. Okay, so I get a call from your mom, like, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks ago, and she's like, they went to, I asked them, I said, can you just drive the car once in a while? Because before I had put a trickle charge on the battery, we were gone for 3 months. It actually was fine, but it was garaged. Mm-hmm. Your mom doesn't have a garage because your stepdad has 9,000 carcasses of motorcycles stuffed in there.
He likes to buy and renovate old motorcycles and then resell them. So he has a whole shop in their garage.
Which again, like, it's not my place. That's his thing.
It's his hobby.
But there's no room to put the car, and I don't expect to get it. So it's like, it would have been nice to have a place to garage it. And I honestly,
you just didn't want to pay the money for it.
I don't know. We were pissing so much money away. Like we're spending like $800 a month on storage for stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just don't want to make another fee. And your mom offered. She offered to store a lot of stuff. I was like, don't do that. But this one, I was like, fine. We're flying to Philly anyway. It actually kind of makes sense. I would have had to find a place near BWI, the Baltimore International Airport. It made sense.
Yes.
To take this offer. So she calls me and she goes, we went to drive the car. We opened it up. It was completely waterlogged and full of mold.
Oh, my God.
So the two pieces to that are, one, there's a leak. And the second one, as I was told by the detailing guy later, was mold needs food. And food means, and I knew this situation, our children
just like showing like just
had
all
left
the snacks.
Large quantities of shit on the floor, and I did not have the time or wherewithal in the process that we went through from driving from Maryland up to Philadelphia to clean the car out.
To clear out
so they
all
had
of the
snacks,
old snack
and they had left snacks on the floor, and so now
probably old milk.
We had like wet old milk and soggy crackers, and the bacteria was like, oh yeah, it's a smorgasbord for some bacteria-loving, hungry maniacs. So the car is just covered in mold and water, and I'm pissed. I'm pissed because the car, honestly, I paid the sucker off, and it's really low maintenance, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, you don't pay a lot.
I get a oil change once a year.
Yeah.
And then I have tire problems.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I hate your car for that reason. I actually hate driving your car because literally every time I drive it, it has low tire pressure or like a tire goes flat on it. I've had to call AAA twice driving your car.
I mean, based on my driving with you today, because you can't see over the steering wheel, you hit a lot of potholes. So
I might hit like
and you did
a curb or two.
Beat the shit out of my tires because we're going on a tangent here. The way home from the gym on Mylander Road is this little shitbag road, and it's got potholes everywhere. But it's like the faster route to our old house, and you hit every pothole. Every single one. And you're used to driving a bus, right? Big ass tires, like 22-inch. You are like rolling like Dr. Dre in 2002. That's why I need a
Subaru, so I can off-road.
And you're just like, shit, there's a pothole? I felt nothing, you know? I mean, I'm pretty sure you've rolled over like a bear or something and wouldn't know the difference in the situation.
Yeah.
But my car, lower profile tires, lower to the ground, you feel it. Anyway.
They're shit tires, though.
They're shit tires when you run into potholes. That's the issue at hand.
No, you constantly are having to stop different places and fill up your tires.
It's the price you pay for sexy tires.
Oh my God.
Okay, this is not the point. So, wow, I love that this episode is now turned into my tires. So is this the trips or the giggles? Which one is this? So, car's full of mold. We have to call in. your mom calls in kind of like a mitigation agent who is like a detailing company who does this for a living. They inspect it. I said, listen, I'm not fine paying the $1,100 to solve this issue, to you to rip out the entire interior. I said, my problem is that I want to know what the problem is. Yeah. Like, if you're going to clean it and then they park it and it rains and the car fills with water, we're right back where we started. Away. Yeah. And he's like, I'll be honest with you. He's like, we usually will find it, but there's a chance that we won't. And I was like, I'm guessing that the we won't is the chance I'm going to run into. So of course, I pay the $1,200, does the car, calls me and says, I think it's a pipe that runs to the rear air conditioner that's leaking in the seats. And I said, dude, that doesn't make sense based on what you told me, which was that the whole trunk was covered in water. How would a leak on the floorboards in the back seat flood into the trunk, which is higher than the back seats? He's like, oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm like, listen, I am not a car mechanic, but that doesn't make logical sense to me. Yeah. He's like, well, we just don't know the answer. I was like, great. So I paid him the $1,200, and then I asked your mom nicely to take it to a Volkswagen dealership, where the first thing they asked her to do was, do you want an appraisal? I don't want an appraisal on my fucking car.
They were trying to buy that sucker.
Yeah, because it's a well sought after quality vehicle. That's why. It's older than our oldest child. Yeah. Not the point.
Courtney was like, maybe I won't have to drive it now.
No, she's driving it. That's part of the situation. If I change that transmission fluid... She's like, I don't want that moldy car. If I change the transmission fluid every 40,000 miles, it'll last a 350. 350. Okay, so...
She's like, when we get home, are we going to have to drive Daddy's moldy car?
Oh my God. Yeah, get in that mold, kid. You don't know how good you have it, okay? You're flying business class. Shut up, okay? You fly business class. Now, let's move forward. So last part of this, then we need to move on to what's going on in Northern Ireland. The dealership contacts, your mom calls me today, and she says, they found the leak. It is the rear of the panoramic sunroof. The drainage doesn't work. They have to replace the drains on the sunroof. That's going to cost $1,000.
Right through the heart.
Also, your mom had complained to me that the starter button was not working, which, by the way, was working fine before. And they said your starter button is basically going to die. It is in bad shape, and that's going to cost.
I think your car just wants to die.
No. It does not want to die.
It doesn't like being... It's like... It's very bougie, like you are, and it doesn't like to be out in the weather.
It's a Volkswagen. That's the people's car.
It's like...
Okay?
Listen,
people. Not the bourgeoisie.
Like, no, your car is like... Listen, I lived in a garage since I was purchased, okay? And now you're putting me out to pasture? Fuck you. That's what your car is saying.
That's a good point. It has lived a garage life for quite some time. And for it to be outside...
It's like, I was adopted after I had already lived one life.
Can you imagine?
I was put in the garage, and now you put me out in the yard?
Can you imagine that, like a pet that lives in the house, and then someone's like, oh, now you're an outside cat? And the cat's like, I'm going to shit in your clothes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do.
Well, our poor Finny dog... Our tour dachshund, he used to sleep in bed with us. We had him for, 10 years? Like, how long did we have him before we had Cordy?
Oh, gosh. I don't know. We got him when we were married. So, 8 years.
Yeah. So he had lived, half of his life sleeping under the covers with us. And then... First day Cordy came home as a baby, he tried to eat her.
He did try to eat her.
And we were like, okay, you're off the bed, because now you're going to jump into the, crib, and, that was the next to the bed. And then he slowly just got more and more ousted. So then he was put into a crate in our room. And then he was whining too much over the years. And then we moved him into a crate out into the living room. And I'm just like, imagine this poor guy. End of his life. And he used to be in the bed. Now he's in a crate in the living room.
That's what you get for wanting children, Barb.
Oh.
That wasn't in the cards.
Poor little guy.
It wasn't in the cards. Poor guy.
He did live to 16, though. So, he had a good life. 15.
Yeah, he did have a good life. Well, most of it. Not all of it, but most of it. All right, so should we talk about Northern Ireland now? Now that we talked about my car troubles?
Yes, yes.
Where were we? You want to talk about our date nights? You want to talk about Coleraine?
Let's talk about our date nights.
Okay, let's talk about date nights.
We have them.
Good talk. And that's been another episode of Trips and Giggles.
Well, like, listen, when we're back in Maryland, we don't have a good babysitter. Like, my aunt will watch our kids every so often, and we have something called Parents' Night Out for, like, this local gym that is like a kids' activity gym, and they'll, you can drop your kids off for, 2 hours or 3 hours.
3 hours. They're really good. They give them pizza, they have themes, they do a nice job.
Yeah, they do a nice job. But they're like once a month-ish, like, right? Once every 2 months.
It's once a month. They do it once a month with a different theme every month. Sometimes there's a month off, but but our oldest loves it.
Yeah. So we get a date night here and there, but we have had such a good nanny that since we've been here, we've been out like together on a date night like every week since we've been here.
Yeah, it was almost mad. It wasn't her fault. She said she couldn't do this weekend, and I was like angry. I was like, what do you mean we can't go out on Saturday night?
What do you mean you have a life outside of working for us?
What are you doing? I was like, why? Why would you not? I was like, what are you doing? Like, this is good money, and
oh my God,
we need our Saturday night. This is a regular Saturday night thing, okay?
I think it's because the festival is this weekend. I think that's why it is.
The festival in Ballycastle.
Yeah, yeah.
Ballycastle Festival.
Which I heard. So today we went to this sunflower field. So my friend.
Have no ability to talk about it. This is our weekly. This is
I know.
This is it.
Wait, but I need to
do it.
I didn't even tell you this.
Okay.
So we went. I went with my friend. She has a friend whose family owns a farm, and she grew this field of sunflowers and wildflowers. And she put paths through it, and there's like these little areas of like a teddy bear picnic and a scarecrow area and a secret garden. And there's lots of like different little sort of like hidden away little areas throughout this path in the middle of a giant sunflower field. It's really cool. The kids loved it. But the whole idea is that you donate money, and they donate money to kids, an organization that helps kids with like terminal illnesses. So all the money that they make from this goes to that charity, which is very cool.
How do they fund the farm then?
Well, they have other stuff like they I don't know. I didn't ask that question.
I mean, when you pissed away like 200 pounds of this place, where did it
No, I mean, I just gave like 20 pounds.
Cordy told me that you spent a lot of money helping children today.
I gave them 20 pounds.
She said, Mommy spent a ton of money helping children. I was like, Mommy was a good
Well,
person.
I saw put a lot more money in than I did, and then I felt guilty. I should have said my friend put in.
Oh, great.
I saw my friend put in a lot more money than I did.
Can you bleep that out?
I will. Yeah.
I hope that's a bleep later on.
I can.
My friend, boop. My friend, boop. And her friends out, boop. And their farm, boop.
Anyway, I'm getting to my point. I know I went on. I'm very tangential right now.
You're killing me. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm just trying to say, okay, so we went to this farm. She sat down with us and had tea. She brought tea out to us after we were done going through the sunflower field, which was very nice.
Did she ask you? Was I get a cup of tea?
She did. She was like, hey, when you're done going through the field, like, why don't you come pop over and I'll, like, bring you some tea. We'll have a little tea. But she was super nice. Super nice. Anyway, she was telling us about this festival that's going on in Ballycastle this weekend. Okay. And it's basically run by, my understanding, if I'm understanding correctly, run by travelers. With travelers, the
guy that played guitar in Sintra. Don't you remember that guy?
No. No, I don't know what you're talking about.
We went over to our neighbor's house, and they found a
guy who was
on
super.
The street,
yeah, he
and
was
they're
smelly.
like, "Hey, come up to." Yeah, he didn't shower for months, and they're like, "Come up to our place and play later." And he's like, "Okay." And then he comes up with his guitar, and they shushed everybody, and so like 16 kids and 12 adults sat around, and he's like,
"Listen,
I'm a traveler. I do is I travel. Travel.
Okay, what I will say about that is, one, he was very talented, and two, the music was good if it was all adults.
He was marginally talented, and the smell was overwhelming. I would say smell 5 out of 5, talent 3 out of 5. That's where I'm at.
Okay, travelers. The not so PC term is gypsies.
You can't say that on radio anymore.
I'm not. It's not the kind. It's not the right thing to say.
Well, so traveler meaning that
it's a in Europe there is a oh my God, I'm gonna get this so bad, and people are gonna yell at me.
No, this is great. Please, people. What do you mean? Three people.
No, there is a subset of individuals who like are nomadic. Okay. But it is like also my understanding, this is, oh my God, I'm such a terrible American, is that it's also sort of like a racial group or like an ethnic group.
Oh, it's ethnic?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Wait,
So what initial ethnicity is this group
okay, listen,
from?
So that I don't sound like such an asshole, I'm going to look it up. Here? Yeah.
Megan's looking up our phone.
Anyway, all I'm saying while I look this up is that
I was going to do a song in between.
Is that...
What?
Okay. Gypsies is a term. This is the AI overview on Google.
I don't want the AI overview. I want the European traveler version.
It's a term used to refer to the Roma people, a nomadic ethnic group with roots in India who migrated to Europe over 1,000 years ago.
I thought the Roma people made tomatoes.
It can be used as an umbrella term for various groups, including the Irish travelers and the Scottish travelers, who are not Romani but share a history of nomadism. The Roma people prefer the term Roma. Okay.
So this seems like something you would like because it's people that don't have a home that move around a lot.
There you go.
They
I
put
probably
the trips in
exactly. So okay, so this my understanding is that this festival is sort of run by the travelers. The Romas. And they have a bunch of horses, and they put on sort of like horse shows, and there's musicians,
like
and they also have.
Horses?
No, they're just like different kinds of horses.
I like the Salzburg horses.
They're not Salzburg horses. Yeah, no. Damon's making like little dance moves with his hands and feet right now.
Is that not?
No, that's dressage.
Oh, it's dressage.
Oh my God.
Why does that sound so like just creepy in a way?
Dressage.
I mean? Yeah.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? I went out the other day. I went to watch some dressage.
Dressage. I guess. Anyway, the story is that she said she went with her family one year and they saw a little Shetland pony and they were like, listen, we love this pony. And they're like, you want it? £100. And they're like, okay. And so they literally...
They didn't even, like, bicker that a little bit? Or bicker that down? Like, I would have been like 75.
Listen.
Stop it. You don't take the first offer?
I wasn't there.
I'm just
telling the story.
That's terrible.
This is... We're playing telephone right now. There might have been some bickering. I don't know.
No, they'll be... Okay.
Anyway, they show up, like, the next day with a trailer full of just all kinds of different horses and just, like, drop off the Shetland pony at their house. And anyway,
was the pony there when you were there?
No, the pony had died by that point.
This.
Anyway, I don't know why I started telling this story.
I asked you before this episode started
not to go on
not do what we did last episode. Like, I really wanted to get to stuff about the trip.
Where I started was that our nanny could not work for us this weekend because she had plans, and the festival that's run by the travelers who sell horses is being put on in Ballycastle this weekend. Done. Period. Your turn.
I was so clear about the fact that I really wanted to talk about the experience, which this is an experience, but we went down like 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon right there without the Kevin Bacon. Like that's what just happened. And
I was just
I wanted to talk about date nights. Like that's what I wanted to talk about. And you just, I cannot believe you got to a Shetland pony that's dead. Like that's where we are?
Well, look, I talked about a cool sunflower field that people can find, and this is not in the tourist books. I talked about somebody's experience. I talked about this festival. What is it called? The llama? No, the Lamma.
Yes, it's definitely the Llama Festival. It's Llama Red Pajama Festival for you and your mama.
I think it's the Lambs. I don't know. I'll look it up.
Is it
Some other festival that you can go to in Ballycastle in August. I mean, we talked about multiple Northern Irish things right there in my tangent.
Listen, I know this is supposed to be about our trip and like the experience of two people, one who really wants to do this and the other one that wants to go home. Like it's supposed to show this.
Yeah.
That's important. I agree. But I want people to really recognize what it's like in a relationship with someone that has pretty significant ADHD and someone who's like pretty detail oriented and like a planner versus like the spontaneous. And I know we've made it through 16 years and there's been a lot of like going ons, but like there are moments that happen like this and I'm with you and I think it was like I like what you said, but I'm also like I wanted to talk about date nights.
You're right. Well, you said you were angry because our nanny wasn't able to work this weekend. I was trying to justify why she was not.
Why do you need to justify? The substance is about the dates. I was expressing an emotion. You didn't need to spend 25 minutes defending her by talking about the Llama Festival and a dead Shetland pony.
Wait, now I need to look up what the name of this festival is.
Don't do it.
Okay, go ahead. So
you did it anyway.
Festival. Not festival. Date nights. What has been your favorite date night so far?
Oh my gosh.
This is why I'm so exhausted at the end.
I'm exhausted. You're exhausted? I'm exhausted.
No, not at the end of these talks. I love these talks.
No. I'm talking about
if I have like a whole day full of meetings, I'm pretty exhausted because I have to really rein in like these tangents. I have to rein in my brain.
Yes. Because I'm not going to do it because I'll be exhausted.
Yeah.
What is my favorite date night we've had? I don't know that I could pick a favorite. I'm appreciative that we've had these opportunities to go to different places and enjoy our nights out. You know, I actually had a hard time here getting us reservations for some of these date nights because there's not a ton of restaurants in Portrush. So the ones that are rated pretty well are hard to get into.
Yeah.
But we have hit the majority of restaurants at this point. So we went to I'm trying to think what the first one was. I remember the Elephant Rock Hotel.
Yeah, that was nice. I like that
Which is cool, which is near the building you're going to buy, which overlooks the water and sees the shanty.
Well, I talked to our friend's husband today about it, and he doesn't think it's a good financial decision. So I'm rethinking that plan.
I like how when you get advice from people that are not me, it changes your mind.
Well, no, it's because he lives here and he works for the town council. And so I was getting advice from somebody who has insider knowledge.
I already told you this. My point is like this happens a lot. Like I will tell you, you ask me my opinion. I'll tell it to you.
Yeah.
You call, email, or write on, 9 other people. Yeah. They agree with me. And then you tell me, I saw this person that just seems like it's not a good idea.
Well,
other than this podcast, this lawyer said X, Y, and Z, and I see that's the case. I'm just like, awesome.
I'm still tempted to buy it anyway, but
Well, you don't have to buy that building. There's plenty of other buildings you talked about in the last episode you can buy.
Yeah.
And we went to the Adelphi. That was the first date. I remember that. Yeah. We went to like this new hotel in Portrush, which was supposed to be kind of like really super revamped before the Open came here. Yeah. And we shared a tomahawk steak. Yeah. And we talked about this a little bit, I think.
Yeah, we did. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that was really nice. I actually really liked our last date that we just did this week.
It was just very spontaneous.
It was super spontaneous, right? So we just kind of like figured it out. We had an afternoon together because there's a festival in Ballycastle, so of course we can't have our date on a Saturday.
Yeah.
There's flower fields and dead Shetland ponies everywhere. So we rolled into this place called the Shanty, which was right on the water, and just ordered drinks, right?
Yeah.
And they were killer.
So good.
Whatever the thing, you got some not pina colada.
Oh, I mean, it was like you can't even taste the alcohol in it.
I mean, it was beautiful.
Did it have
this giant square clear ice, which I love when they do that stuff. I know it's kitschy, but like I love it.
Yeah.
And old fashioned. I probably could have sat there and had like 4 more drinks, and we just watched the waves and talked. And
oh, so beautiful! It was just like a sunny, 360 view. It was so beautiful.
Day. I mean, it was gorgeous.
Yeah.
But you were like, "Let's go next place. Let's bar
Well,
up."
I was hungry. I was hungry.
Did get hungry, right?
Like I would have sat there if I wasn't hungry, but they weren't serving food, and I was like, I was starting to get a little peckish.
So then we started struggling to find a place because nothing we could find could open until 5:30.
Yeah.
And we had like an early date night. So we actually rolled over to the Harbor Bar that has the best Guinness in town. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Super foamy top.
Yeah.
I thought that was awesome.
Super smooth. We got to sit in this little old, like this building is super cool. It's got to be hundreds of years old. I don't know. But they have a little room off of the bar that really only holds like 4 tables, and it has a fireplace in it.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just, I mean, the coziest, coolest place.
Yeah, when we were there in April, like they had the fire going there. Like it's a real wood-burning fire in a bar.
Yeah.
Who does this?
It's really cool.
It's so awesome. I mean,
and with like the cooler weather, it's just like, it's perfect.
Oh, I mean, the place is packed sometimes. Like we went on a great day because it was a Wednesday or whatever when we went.
Yeah.
So it was just a great time to be there. A lot of people just get beers and sit outside and watch the water, and anyway, it was great. And then we walked back in by the music park, went to Top Blade, which is where we're gonna go for a date at some point anyway. We just walked in because it was early. Yeah. And they put us at a window seat, which was nice. But
nice view.
But this place had gotten pretty rough reviews in the past.
Yeah.
So, and even your friend, who is not to be named, even your friend, said, like, this is bad. People have said it's not good. Like, don't go here, even though it had a great view. I wanted to sit outside, but she told us the flies were too much. But, like, I was cooking in there.
Yeah, it was really hot. And we were getting attacked by flies inside.
We got attacked by flies inside, and it was hot. Steak thoughts? What do you think?
I thought, like, it got mixed reviews, and I felt like it was a mixed experience.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, the steak wasn't bad. It was not the most tender filet that I've ever had, but it wasn't terrible, and, like, it had good seasoning.
Yes.
I would say that the broccoli that I got, wasn't overcooked, but it was a little, like, ho-hum. It was like a little boring.
It was uninspired.
It was uninspired.
You had quite an uninspired broccoli.
But for the fact that we couldn't get in anywhere else and we just rolled into this place, I think it was fine.
Yeah, I agree. Like the fact that we rolled it, and it actually seemed very low key. Like lots of people, there's kids, people rolling in. Like this wasn't like before when I went to the reservations, like couldn't get us in. It made it seem fancy. And
it's not fancy.
It really wasn't fancy.
No.
My steak was cooked right, which is rare. Like I feel like some places just cook it wrong, and I'm pissed. And it was well seasoned. It was just thin, which is the same thing I had at the Harbor Bistro when I went with your friend. Was like it was just like a really thin steak.
Yeah.
My green beans were inedible.
Yeah, they were very
basically
limp.
like green beans we've had for your family, which your family's tradition on green bean cooking. And by the way, I am bougie as a cook generally, so I'm just going to let you know. But I'm just going to be straight up objective about this. They take green beans, they put them in a pot of boiling water, and they leave them on the stove for 45 minutes. Then they drain them and put them on your plate.
Yeah, there's not like seasoning on them, and they're just
not
pretty.
Seasoning on them.
They're
what
pretty
in the
limp.
Actual fuck. What in the fuck do you think gets boiled for 45 minutes as a vegetable and tastes good?
Yeah.
Do you think that that's good?
Listen, it's how they were taught. So,
From who thought this?
From the Great Depression.
What
Somebody from the Great Depression.
Level shit is this? I just wonder, like, I'm not going to go into this. Let's not do this. The level of depression that continues to permeate the boomer level is insane. Yeah. It's insane that it's still here and we're still staring at it. Granted, I agree with being frugal, being smart, reusing things, being sustainable. I love all that shit. Boiling green beans for 45 minutes is one of the worst things I've ever had.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you make a pretty good green bean with sauteed in butter.
Get the damn crunch going. This is true for almost everything. I believe this in all cases. Broccoli, asparagus, green beans. There should be a little bit of textural crunch to it.
Yeah.
Not raw, but crunch it.
Yeah.
If it is a rubber and you're like gnawing on it and your teeth bounce back when you bite into it, stop it.
Or it's just mush.
Oh, God. I can't. I can't with either one of those situations. I just can't do it. I ate a lot of frozen vegetables as a kid, right? Like, not frozen vegetables like you did, where you just chewed on frozen vegetables, which it was told was a delicacy. Again, this was a depression situation that you dealt with.
Yeah. Which now our kids eat frozen vegetables. So, like, straight up, not like cooked frozen.
No,
they just chew on them. Straight out of the freezer.
Which I think for like teething is also like not a bad thing. But like when my family did them, they put them in the freezer. They would put them in a bowl, throw like a piece of butter on it, and then microwave it. Yeah. So the green beans were always just like soggy ass green beans.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But like that's just, I like fresh vegetables. Is this?
I mean, it's bougie, you know.
No, bougie, and I don't even do this as much because I don't feel like doing it. Is blanching it. If I blanched it and then I put it in cold water and then I sautéed it. In a beautiful butter
in America,
shallot.
You can't buy vegetables unless you're willing to give up your left kidney. So, you know, because vegetables are so expensive. Why are you blinking at me?
I'm just loving the dead silence on this one as you bash America. I mean, it just depends. Yeah. I mean, it depends.
Yeah,
Depends on what you're buying and where you buy it.
Okay,
I'm way too far. So my point is like, it was nice to be with you. That was not a top 10 meal for me. But us bar hopping, which is something we never do, was a lot of fun.
That was fun.
I would love to eat at the shanty. If the drinks are at that level that they provided us, I want their food.
Did the last 3 dates that we go on, like every one, we ended at our local?
Oh, yeah. Every time.
Every time.
And is it our local or is it the local?
I am saying our local.
What did your friend Bloop call it?
Well, the one day, I met up with her to listen to traditional Irish music.
You talked about that like the first time we got here.
Yes, I did. Yeah. And we, when we were leaving, she goes, "Oh, this is like right near your house, right?" And I go, "Yeah." And she was like, "It's your local." So now I'm saying it's our local. It's my local. It's your local. It's our local because it's right around the corner.
Can you pause it? I gotta pee.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come back to local.
Yeah, so do you have a nice pee?
The parts you're not going to edit out, you know?
I'll try and edit that out.
You don't have to edit that out. Yeah. I told you not to really edit this. I mean, the idea is that we just talk it through. Okay, so it's our local.
Yes.
As your friend said.
Yes. It's great. It's this cool little, you know, pub that there's no food served, but the bartenders are cool. There's like little benches, a fireplace. It's just like a cute little place to grab a pint or a half pint in my case. And
yeah, they're super cozy. I mean, these super cozy little benches. I mean, clearly the place has not been redecorated in many, many years, but like that's kind of pub style, right?
Yeah.
And it's definitely got people who are local just hanging out there, just random dudes in there. And that you have to sit. There's like an outdoor space, which is kind of cool, like a courtyard, which is nice. Mm-hmm. The bathroom for like the men's bathroom is the trough style pisser.
Oh,
so
lovely.
you know, like you really get to like there's a lot of dicks hanging out there.
Ew. So I don't like that.
Yeah, there's no privacy. You know what I mean?
Oh, so it's very uncomfortable.
People are sneaking a peek at your own wank. You know what I mean?
So yeah, I don't love that. I don't love that. Glad I'm not a dude.
Yeah, but you get to get your half pints, which by the way are readily available here. You ask for like half pours in the U.S. and half people are like, "What are you doing?" Yeah. Whereas here they have special glasses for you for each beer type.
I know.
So you
Super cute.
So we get the harp. It's like a harp glass. The Guinness is a Guinness glass. It's literally just half.
I love it. A half pint is so perfect for me. Like I don't want it. Like it's too much liquid.
Agreed.
For a whole pint for me, and I just want a little bit. Want a little.
You're generally correct. I was just having a conversation with the guys at the workout session at your friend Boop's place, and they were saying how like when you have pints. We're over 40. We're waking up to pee anyway, but we're waking up to pee like twice as much. So it would be a lot easier to have less liquid, aka whiskey, which I still haven't gone to Bushmills. I'm so angry, and I'm not going to get into this. Like, I haven't been there yet. Yeah. We've been here for almost a month. I'm pissed. Not the point. So, but yes, the idea that you could just get a half pint or be able to try different beers without getting yourself wasted or super full it's just awesome. And as I said to you, as a business, if I was a business in the U.S. and I am selling beer, why would I not sell something that's a half pint that costs more than half of the actual pint?
Right.
So if the pint costs, I don't know, $6 or something,
I
would charge $4 for the half pint, and people would happily pay it.
Well, we did have one person say, it's not that much more for the whole pint. And I was like, it's okay. Like, I don't want the whole pint. So I will pay a slightly less fee, but probably more than what, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
you pay extra, but that's what
I don't care. Yeah,
because
that's what I want.
The only time we didn't follow that is you told me to get a half pint at the Harbor Bar, and I was like, no, you're getting 2 because I'm going to have the other half of it.
Yeah.
Because it's that good. We've ended our dates there every time, and it sucks because I feel like once we get there, we've had a few, so we're really having a good time at that point, and then the time
it goes real fast.
It's gone.
Yeah,
it's gone. The last time we went, I got a Bushmills 14 year, which is super nice here. You get there's so much Bushmills, of course there is, because it's down the road, and I had gotten it from the 3-tooth bearded guy who was the bartender. It was super nice. And then I go to the bathroom, and I come back, and my glass is refilled. Yeah. And what happened?
He came over and he was like, I was like kicking this. There's not enough for a whole nother like shot, basically, or whiskey. So I had to get rid of it anyway. So I figured, like, I'll just give it to your husband. And I was like, well, that's nice.
Didn't you say that he was like, well, I was going to drink it, or I'll give it to you?
I don't remember.
Did he say that? I feel like that's what you said. And I was like, so he contemplated just drinking it on the job and decided,
I don't remember. Actually, though, I don't think he said that. I actually didn't really understand what he was saying because he had such a strong accent when he came over. But the gist that I got from it was I was going to have to get rid of this somehow, so I might as well give it to you.
I feel like I thought what you said was like he was contemplating whether he was going to drink it or give it away. He was like, they were nice, whatever. These poor Americans could clearly use a drink. Their country is in peril.
What I do think is nice is that, we've been married 16 years now? How long have we been married?
Have we really? Have we been together that long?
I don't know, a long time.
Feels like yesterday. You look the same.
Oh, that's so sweet. We first got together in 2005, 2006.
Well, we came here in 2006. Okay. Because that would be 19 years ago was the last time we were here. But we actually started dating in 2005.
Okay, so we've been dating for 20 years.
Oh, God.
Yeah. But the nice thing is, like, I feel like when we go out and we sit and have conversations, like you said, like the time goes like that. It's like, it's because we're best friends. It's just nice. It's like nice to sit and have a conversation. That's why I like doing these, because they're just fun to talk to you.
I like talking to you too, and I think the other thing that makes it special is we don't really get to talk anymore.
I know.
We don't even talk anymore.
I know. We'll try to have a conversation, and like halfway through a sentence, our child's interrupting.
The level of interruption is off the charts, and like it's hard because she has ADHD, and like that whole process is like that thought comes to mind, and I have to say it because if I don't, I'll forget.
Yeah.
And then they feel like unheard. You know, and I was like, even though I know that, I'm still like, I cannot finish conversations with you. So the idea that we could just have, I mean, these are true as well, but those are a little bit even more real. Like these are pretty real, but I would say we go into stuff that we would not talk about here. Yeah.
Well, what's funny is tonight she was like, I was like, well, I need to run downstairs and tell Daddy something. She's like, no, don't go. Don't leave me. Like, she doesn't like to be separated at certain points. And I was like, listen, I'm just one sentence. I have to tell Daddy one sentence. And I came down, and I was like halfway down the stairs, and I was like telling you. And then you responded, and I responded back, and we had maybe like a 3-sentence conversation. And I went back upstairs, and our daughter was like, that was not one sentence.
I could hear her trying to interrupt from the stairs at the time. I will say, and this is kind of part of like parenting, is like, she also was the one who said, like, we went on the date the second week. Like, we went on the date the first week, which was
acceptable.
It was our anniversary.
Yeah.
Right? It was our anniversary. She had known about it. It was our anniversary weekend, and we went out. And then we went out.
Yeah, she told the babysitter, like, oh, well, my parents are going out because it's their anniversary.
So we went out the second week, and she
said, why are you going out? It's not your anniversary.
Yep. We get once a year, folks. Once a year is acceptable to our child.
What do you mean you're going out again? It's not your anniversary. Why would you go out again?
I feel like we spend a good amount of time with our children. Like, you more so than me right now because of the working situation.
Yeah.
And yet, I'm asked tonight, the question brought to me during our walk. We went on a walk tonight with our oldest, and our youngest wanted to go on a walk to go to sleep. She goes to sleep in the pram, the stroller. And our oldest was like, Dad, would you rather spend time with Nuggie and me or work? And I'm like, what are you getting at here, kid?
Yeah.
You know? And I said, my answer is I would rather hang out with you two. But unfortunately, that doesn't get us money to fly your mother around the world and have us not have a home. Because she has needs, and her needs are to fly around the world and constantly keep moving.
I mean, don't talk about food or clothing or, you know.
Those things are irrelevant compared to the cost.
Or paying off your mold-ridden car.
That's a necessity versus a would be nice to.
Yeah, yeah.
So I said, yeah, we cannot do your mom's dream. We wouldn't even be here in Portrush if it wasn't for jobs.
Here's the thing, though, and I'll just say this, and we can kind of wrap it up, but I think it's because, like, I think this is, like, not a bad thing because our kids want to spend time with us, and that's important.
I do. I appreciate that.
And also, she's looking at it from a kid brain. Like, we have this whole history of, like, recognizing what our parents did, like, and how much they worked, and how that there was not a lot of protected time. Like, your parents had like 3 jobs. They had to like to make ends meet, right? My parents worked a lot, and so, you know, we have that context to put this in. There's not that context, right? Like, she's looking at it from her eyes, which is, I like my parents, I want them to be around. Mm-hmm. I don't like it even when they go to work part-time, you know, like, I'm working part-time, you know, and you are working full-time, but full-time is still not like the hours that our parents did or other people's parents did.
That's true.
And
That's
so
true,
I think...
Right? Well, it is and it isn't, right? Like, I can work non-traditional hours.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, our folks couldn't, right?
Yeah.
So their working system had to be within what was arranged for them by their employers.
Right.
And we have a bit of a privilege in the sense, which is probably not good for our own, like, psyches and or rest, where, like, I work at night.
Yeah.
I work almost every single night of the week.
Yeah.
When they go to bed.
Yeah.
Right? So that's the difference. They don't see it.
Yeah.
It's not, like, tangible to them.
Right. So, I mean, I just think it's like they don't have that worldview context, and so it's hard to understand, you know, and that's okay.
But your worldview context is built upon, like, what you have. Like, I don't have a great memory of my own childhood, but, like, I don't feel like I didn't spend a lot of time with my mom. Like, I feel like we did spend a lot of time together. You know, even with, in her life, in her job situation, she had summers off.
Yeah.
And we didn't do a lot of camps. So we did spend a lot of time together, you know? So it was more like my dad was away a lot more because he ended up working jobs farther away. Yeah. So, you know, he would be gone before we ate breakfast and return after dinner kind of situation, you know? So that was the difference. But, like, contextually, did I want more time with my parents or have the conversation with them? I honestly don't remember what it was like when I was 8.
Yeah.
I think that's unfair of me.
I mean, it's hard to know, right?
At peace. So you're right. I'm coming from my perspective in the situation. But I also kind of, like, reflected in there as, like, is that her, are they saying that they feel like they don't get enough time with me or with us? Like, I'm not around as much? Like, I was around a lot more before, because we were both working part-time to watch the baby, right? And now it's shifted because like my business stuff has really taken off.
Yeah.
And you were kind of phasing out a portion of your business, where there's been times where you worked full-time and I worked part-time in her lifetime.
Yeah.
Where it was like very different.
Yeah.
So it's like there's been phases.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just trying to acknowledge and wondering like what does that mean? Like what is she noticing?
I don't think it's a problem solving thing. I think it's acknowledge the emotion. It's I want you around.
I put on my psychologist hat.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Goodbye, your psychologist.
It's I like you being around. I want you around more often. I want you to come on these little adventures that we go on. And why can't you come on these adventures? So I think it's more of an immediate like, well, you know, you just had spent the afternoon. You took the afternoon off. You went with them crabbing, right? Like they went, like you spent time with Cordy and our friend's husband and their kid, and the little one, catching crabs, and that was like a fun thing for Cordy. And so I think she's sort of like, well, why can't you do that all the time? That was fun, you know? So yeah, I mean that's what I think it is. So we just acknowledge the emotion and, you know, move on.
Oh, no, I acknowledge the emotion.
I know you do.
That's what I do.
Okay, so on that note, I just wanted to inclusio this, not actually because we didn't start this episode with it. It's called Old Lammas Fair, Lammas Fair.
So it is llamas.
Well, I don't think it's called. I don't think that's probably how you pronounce it. It's probably like Lamb's Fair or Lamb's Fair. Anyway.
Really? I'm going to believe you. No, you're showing me the phone. Megan like turns it around. I was just like saying, it's like, that's how you pronounce it?
I mean, I don't know. I can't. I know people have said it to me several times, and for whatever reason, it's not sticking in my brain. But I don't think it's llamas. I think it's like lambs or lambs or something like that.
I think my imagination when we talk about this is I'm seeing people like hit the unsubscribe button. Like, stop notifying me about this. Like, there's a point where like, how do I unsubscribe to this situation?
Well, like I said last time, keep listening or don't. Whatever you want. And I'm not going to say the title name because you told me not to last time.
No. I think at this point you need to finish it.
And that was an episode of Trips and Giggles. Bye for this time. Tune in next time. Bye.